Hi everyone, my name is Muniba Mozari, and today I want to talk to you about something that silently shapes our lives, our daily habits. You see, we often wait for a big moment to change everything, but real transformation begins in the smallest decisions we make every day. So the question is not whether you want to change your life, but are you ready to change your daily habits? Because that's where your future is hiding. Today we will uncover how the little things you do each day hold the power to either build you or break you. Change often feels overwhelming. We look at our lives and think, there's too much to fix, too much to do. So we wait. We wait for motivation, for the perfect day, for the stars to align. We wait for that one big moment that will change everything. But what if that moment never comes? What if the truth is that change never arrives all at once? In reality, transformation does not begin with a grand leap. It starts quietly. It starts with a decision to take a new direction, even if it's just one small step. That's all it takes. One conscious step away from the habits that are holding you back, and one step toward the life you deserve. That single decision, made today, has the power to rewrite your entire future. But we are conditioned to chase intensity. We think we have to change everything in one go. Wake up at 5 a.m., start eating clean, hit the gym, meditate, journal, be productive all day. And when we can't do all of it, we give up. We feel like failures. But that's not how real change works. Real change is built slowly. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. And consistency begins with a choice. Imagine a ship sailing at sea. If you shift its direction by just 1 degree, you won't see the difference right away. But after days and miles, that ship will land in a completely different destination. The same is true for you. You don't have to wake up and be someone entirely new tomorrow. You just have to decide to move 1 degree differently today. Maybe that means replacing 10 minutes of scrolling with 10 minutes of reading. Maybe it means walking for 15 minutes instead of lying down after dinner. Maybe it means drinking more water, sleeping earlier, or writing 1 page of your goals. These things may seem small, insignificant, but these are the seeds of change, and when nurtured daily, they grow into something beautiful. But here's the challenge: that small step, it won't feel exciting. It won't feel rewarding at first. In fact, it may feel boring because you won't see instant results. Your brain is wired to chase quick wins, dopamine hits, likes, notifications, sugar, entertainment. But the change you truly need, it comes quietly, without applause. It comes with discipline, with repetition, with courage. And sometimes that courage looks like this: choosing the harder right instead of the easier wrong, saying no when it's uncomfortable, starting again even after you've failed. That's what it means to shift your direction. That's what it means to be brave. Not flashy, not perfect, just brave enough to take 1 more step forward. The world glorifies the overnight success stories, but behind every sudden transformation is someone who made 1,000 silent decisions, someone who changed their direction long before anyone noticed. That person can be you, but only if you stop waiting for the right time. Because the truth is, there's no right time. There is only now. There is only this moment, this choice, this breath. So ask yourself, where is your life heading right now based on your daily habits? Not your intentions, not your dreams, just your habits. Are they leading you closer to peace, to strength, to joy? Or are they pulling you into cycles of destruction, regret, and exhaustion? You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You don't need to climb a mountain today. You just need to turn your feet in the right direction. Because when your direction is right, your steps don't have to be big. They just need to be consistent. And if you do that, if you change your direction by just 1 degree today, you won't recognize the person you'll become a year from now. Every day, from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you close them again, you are creating. You are shaping something, not with a paintbrush or a pen, but with your choices, with your decisions, with your habits. These daily actions, as ordinary and repetitive as they may seem, are the strokes of a silent artist. And that artist is painting something sacred, your future. Most people believe their future is decided by a few big moments, a job offer, a relationship, a breakthrough opportunity. But that's a myth. Big moments are rare. They are not what define your life. It's the tiny decisions repeated every single day that hold the real power. The way you speak to yourself in the mirror, the way you respond to failure, the way you treat your body, your mind, your time. These are the brushstrokes that create your reality. And here's the most beautiful and terrifying truth. You are always creating something. Whether consciously or unconsciously, your habits are shaping who you are becoming. The question is not whether they are painting. The question is what they are painting. Are they painting strength or stagnation, clarity or confusion, confidence or self-doubt, the future you dream about, the peace you long for, the freedom, the success, the purpose? It will not arrive from a wish. It will arrive from what you do daily, when no one is watching. Let's be honest. It's easy to get caught in a loop of habits that numb us. Wake up, scroll, complain, compare, overthink, repeat. These habits don't feel harmful in the moment. In fact, they often feel like relief. But slowly, silently, they begin to steal from you. They drain your energy. They blur your vision. They erode your self-worth. And the saddest part? You don't even realize it until you feel lost, disconnected, or stuck in a life that doesn't feel like yours. But the good news is, it's never too late to rewrite the picture. The canvas is still in your hands, and all it takes is one choice: to become intentional, to stop living on autopilot and start asking yourself, is this habit serving the future I want? Is this decision honoring the person I am becoming? It's not about being perfect. It's not about never slipping or stumbling. It's about becoming aware. Once you become aware of the power your habits hold, you cannot unsee it. You begin to treat your time with more care. You begin to guard your focus. You begin to choose discomfort today in exchange for freedom tomorrow. And that is where transformation begins. Not in sudden change, but in slow, deliberate choices. Like waking up 30 minutes earlier to move your body, like replacing gossip with gratitude, like turning off your phone for an hour to read, to reflect, to breathe. These things may not be loud or glamorous, but they are powerful, they are life-altering. Think of the person you want to become, the one who walks with confidence, the one who speaks with kindness, the one who feels fulfilled, grounded, joyful. Now ask yourself, what does that version of me do every day? What are their habits, their routines, their standards? Start there. Start small, start messy, but start. Because every habit, no matter how minor it may seem, is sending a message to your future. Either it says, I'm moving closer to my dreams, or it says, I'm staying where it's safe. You were not born to stay stuck. You were not born to live the same year over and over again and call it growth. You were born to evolve. And your habits, those silent artists, are your most powerful tools. Use them with love, use them with courage, use them with vision. Comfort feels like home. It wraps around you like a warm blanket and whispers, stay here, you're safe. It tells you that where you are is good enough, that trying something new is too risky, that growth is dangerous, and discomfort should be avoided at all costs. But what comfort doesn't tell you is this: it's also a trap. A beautiful one, a soft one, but still a trap. You see, comfort can deceive you. It can make you believe that stillness is peace, when really it's stagnation. It can convince you that predictability is security, when actually it's confinement. And the worst part, you don't even realize it's holding you back. Because it doesn't hurt. It doesn't scream, it doesn't fight. It just slowly silences your dreams, your courage, and your potential. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, or what if I fail, or I'm not ready yet, comfort is winning. And it wins not because you are weak, but because you are human. Because the brain is wired to keep you safe, not to make you grow. Because growth requires effort, it requires pain. And your mind, in all its loving protectiveness, tells you to avoid it. But here's the truth you must hear. Comfort will never give you the life you dream of. The life you want, the one filled with purpose, with joy, with impact, that life demands more from you. It asks you to break the cycle, to disrupt the routine, to stretch beyond what you think you can handle. And yes, it will be uncomfortable. Growth always is. But think about a seed buried in darkness, trapped beneath the weight of the soil. It could stay there forever, safe, still, hidden. But to become a tree, it must break. It must rise. It must face the heat, the wind, the storms. That's the price of becoming. And you, too, are meant to become something more. But you cannot do that by clinging to what feels easy. Leaving comfort does not mean abandoning everything you love. It means refusing to settle for less than what you're capable of. It means letting go of habits, people, and thoughts that keep you small. It means choosing the harder path, not because you like pain, but because you love growth more. You must understand, courage is not the absence of fear, it is feeling fear and still taking the first step. And that step might be small. It might look like setting boundaries, starting a project, waking up earlier, asking for help, speaking your truth. But that step is powerful because it breaks the illusion that you are stuck. You are not stuck, you are just scared, and that's okay. Everyone is scared when they leave comfort, but fear is not the enemy, complacency is. Because while fear can fuel change, comfort kills it. Comfort tells you that your current situation is good enough, but you were not made for a life of good enough. You were made to rise, to stretch, to soar. Imagine what could be waiting for you outside your comfort zone. New opportunities, new strength, new parts of yourself that you haven't even met yet. All of that is possible, but you have to earn it. And you earn it by trading comfort for courage, excuses for action, and fear for faith. And yes, you will fail sometimes, you will fall, you will feel lost. But falling is not the end, it is part of the journey. The bird doesn't stop flying because the wind gets strong. It adjusts its wings. You will too. You are capable of more than you've been told. And deep down, you already know that. That's why comfort doesn't feel as satisfying as it used to. That's why you feel that quiet restlessness, because your soul is ready to explore, to expand, to evolve. When we hear the word discipline, we often associate it with something rigid, something harsh, something that takes joy away. We think of rules, restrictions, and routines that drain the soul. But that's because we were never taught the true meaning of discipline. Discipline is not a punishment. It is the highest form of self-respect. It is a declaration that says, I believe I am worth the effort. You see, discipline isn't about forcing yourself to suffer. It's not about pushing yourself until you burn out. It's about showing up for yourself, even on the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's about choosing what you need over what you want in the moment. And it's about doing so not because you hate your current self, but because you love the person you're becoming. Think about someone you deeply care for. When you love them, you don't let them stay in harmful patterns. You don't encourage them to waste time or give up on their dreams. You lovingly push them to be better. You want them to rest, but you also want them to rise. That's what discipline does. It is love in action. It is the voice that whispers, I know it's hard, but do it anyway, because you deserve more than what you're settling for. The world may glorify freedom, the freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want, but real freedom comes from discipline. Because without discipline, you become a prisoner of your impulses. You become a slave to distractions, temptations, emotions, and excuses. But when you choose discipline, you take your power back. You don't let your mood decide your direction, you let your values lead the way. And yes, it's difficult at first. Building discipline is not glamorous. It's waking up early when your body wants more sleep. It's choosing a workout when scrolling feels easier. It's saying no to temporary comfort for the sake of long-term peace. It's doing the things no one sees, so one day you can live the life others only dream of. Discipline is lonely sometimes, quiet, unnoticed, but it is never wasted. Let's be honest, motivation fades, it's unpredictable, it comes and goes. But discipline is reliable. It carries you when motivation abandons you. It holds your hand on the days when you feel like quitting. It keeps you moving when the world feels heavy. And most importantly, it builds something within you that no one can take away: self-trust. When you live with discipline, you begin to trust yourself. Not because you're perfect, but because you've proven to yourself that you'll keep showing up. You'll keep trying. You'll keep moving forward. That trust, that's where confidence is born. That's where resilience is built. That's how leaders, creators, and change makers are made. But remember this, discipline is not about being hard on yourself. It is not about punishment or self-hate. It is about grace. About gently guiding yourself back when you fall off track. About forgiving yourself when you fail, but not letting failure define you. It's about saying, yes, I stumbled, but I'm still walking. So the next time you feel the urge to quit, ask yourself, is this discomfort temporary? And is the life I'm trying to build worth pushing through it? Most of the time, the answer will be yes. Because your future is worth fighting for, your peace is worth sacrificing ease for, and your dreams are worth more than the comfort of procrastination. When you begin to see discipline as an act of self-love, everything changes. You stop dreading it. You start embracing it. You stop seeing it as a burden and start seeing it as a blessing. Because it means you care. It means you're trying. It means you're not waiting for the world to change, you're changing yourself first. And that is the most powerful thing you can do. So today, choose differently. Choose to honor your potential, even when it's hard. Choose to show up, even when no one is watching. Let your habits reflect the love you have for yourself, not just who you are now, but who you are becoming. Growth is not a moment, it's a commitment, a daily act of courage. And the beautiful truth is, every small effort counts. Every step matters. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply becoming. And with each intentional choice, you are building a life you won't need to escape from, but one you'll be proud to live.